In this video, we're going to learn about how to use a data table in ScreenFlow and make it enable for the user to select multiple records and build a record collection for bulk insert. So this is an example of how you can insert all or more than one rows in bulk using ScreenFlow. And we'll also learn how to use loop element as we build our record collection for bulk insert. To demonstrate this, we'll just start with a business use case. So we have a chief sales officer of Unicorn Ltd. He would like to help account team or the sales team to add opportunity key contacts, especially opportunity contact roles, right from the account page. So, and this is needed for high volume or large deals in the system. So we should have a way to show all the large deals in the system and ability for the user to select one or more opportunities, followed by assigning a contact row to all the opportunities. So again, as a system administrator, you will be doing it without writing a single line of code. Let's see how this is accomplished. So this is the expected output. So on the account record page, we will show all the large deals and we will let the user to select the deals. And then for the selected opportunities, the user can choose a contact and a role to the contact. And then the user can simply assign the role. So this will create opportunity contact role for the selected opportunities. And here is the design steps for building this flow. As you can see, there are multiple steps involved. So to start with, we will use data element create get data element to bring all the deals from the database, and then we will filter and then show only the high volume opportunities. Then we wanted to show only the selected opportunities on the screen. Then we will use a loop element to loop through the opportunities being selected by the user so that we can build the list of records, opportunity contact records to be inserted after the for. So we will just see that in action. So this is pretty much what we are planning to do it throughout our design. So let's go back to the art and let me just start with creating the flow. So I'll go to setup and let me create a new screen flow. And we'll just start with creating a resource because we're going to drop this or we're going to use this screen flow on a particular record page. So I'll be creating a variable called account record to just receive data from the page, the record page. So I'll just choose data type as record, and this will be of type account object. And most importantly, I have to make this available for input so that the account record page can pass on the entire field values to this flow. So from here, I'll be choosing account ID, which I can use it later, right, to filter or to bring all the opportunities from the or related opportunities from the database. So I'll just say done. And I'm going to use this resource. I'll click here. I'm just going to use this to bring data from the database. So I'll just say get opportunities and I'm going to instruct Salesforce to bring data from the opportunity object where the account ID has to be from the variable. We will get the ID of the account. So this way I can get only the related opportunities of the record. And then I just wanted to ensure, it is showing only the high volume opportunities, right? So I'll just put a filter on the amount. So this has to be greater than, let's say, 2 million, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Again, I did not follow the best practice here. We should not hard code. Instead, we can use custom label, as an alternate option to make it configurable instead of hard coding it, right? We can make this configurable. So just to make this simple, for now, I'll just hard code this. So this will ensure that the opportunities are brought from the database matching with these two criterias, related opportunities and the amount is greater than 2 million. So I want to bring all the records. So I'll just choose all records option and I'm going to let Salesforce to automatically store all the fields being retrieved from the database. So I'll just keep this option enabled. Let's say done. So that's the first step we just created. So I want to show the opportunities being retrieved from the database on the screen. So I'm going to add one more element. I'll just say big deals and I'm going to bring a data table component to the screen. And right here, I can configure the list of records to be shown on the screen. I'll just say large deals list and the name of the data table. Again, we'll just say big deals. Use this as table title. And let's configure, the input to this data table. In our case, we just selected the list of opportunities, isn't it, in the previous step? So let's select this one. The Salesforce, right, automatically creates a variable for you. This will hold all the filtered opportunities. So I choose this one and I want to make user to select more than one record from this data table. So I'm going to make the selection mode as multiple and yeah, I get an option to choose minimum number of rows that I would like user to select either one or two, right? And also maximum number of rows if there are more fields, right, shown on the screen or more records shown on the screen. So the next one is configuring the columns. What are the different columns that needs to be displayed on the data table? So I'll just click here and I would like to show the name of the opportunity. Done. And I also would like to show the amount. I say done. I want to show the stage. Done. I want to show, let's say, probability percentage, win probability percentage. Let's say done. So these are the four columns that will be shown when the data is displayed on the screen. So this is cool. And I'll make a change in the footer. I don't want to show pause button. And I want to change this, give a custom label saying that select to or select deals to assign contact row. So assign contact row. Yeah. So that will be the name of this button. Let me hide previous as well. So done. So now this screen is the screen is done, and let's move to the next step where we just wanted to show the selected opportunities alone because this screen will help users to select, right, or show more than or select more than one opportunity. So let me just save this one first. I'll just say this is a screen flow assign contact role for large deals. That's going to be the name of my flow. And let's say save. So let's try to debug and then see how this works, so far. I'll put it in debug mode. And let's wait for the, yeah. So we just expose this variable, as an input variable, right? So that's the reason I'm just seeing an option to choose an account. I'll just choose Genie Point and let's say run. I can see three opportunities, isn't it? Matching with that criteria, right? Related opportunities of Genie Point and the criteria is more than 2 million, isn't it? So I can just see three. And I have an option to choose, right, more than one opportunities as well. So let's move forward and then build this flow right further. So far it's working good. Let's close this one. Now it's time to build the next one. So let's show only the selected opportunities, right? So for which I'm going to add one more screen. So again, I'm just going to, let's say, selected underscore ops, show selected ops. Yeah. Let's bring the component data table back to the screen. And I'm going to give a name selected underscore opportunities. So that's the API name. I'll also give a label selected deals. That will be the name. And again, it's a data table. I need to just feed, the list of records to be shown on the data table, right? So how do we access only the selected rows, from the previous step? So very simple. Salesforce, has exposed a variable for us as well. So if I go back to the screen component, this is the one that's going to, show all the large deals, right? When you choose this, there is a property called selected rows. So this will hold all the records that has been selected in the data table. Very easy, isn't it? So in this case, I'm going to choose the selection mode as view only because I just wanted to, just to show the user that these are the opportunities that have been selected. That's the only reason. So done. Again, let's configure the columns very quickly. So this time again, I'm going to show the name of the opportunity. I'm going to show the amount and let's go to columns. Let's also show name, amount, so done, and stage, just three, done. So this will show only the selected opportunities, which is cool, isn't it? And yeah, so let's save this and let's put it in debug mode and then just check this step as well. Let's go back and choose GD point, and I'm going to choose two opportunities. Let's see, select deals and assign contact role. I can just see only the two deals, that have been selected in the previous game. So far so good. We're just making good progress. Let's close this one, and I'll bring, more inputs for the user because I want the user to choose the contact, right, and also choose the role, right? So for which I'm going to use a lookup component. So I'm going to bring all the contacts from the org. So what I'll do is I'll just use the API name. I'll just say contacts. Yeah, the API name is master record ID. So if you're wondering, right, why I'm using master record ID, there is another video where I've explained how to bring all the contacts to show in a lookup component in ScreenFlow. I'll put that video link in the description. You may watch to get a more idea about why we are using this field API name to bring all the contacts from the database. So for now, I'll just move forward. So I just given a field API name. I'm going to give a label as choose contact and the object API, it is contact. That's it. For now, this will bring all the contacts for me. And I'm going to add a pick list because I want to show the contact roles for the user to pick from, right? So I'll just give a label contact row and yeah, data type is text. Let me configure the choice. I don't want a hard code. Instead, I just wanted to bring the roles from the master, from the master data. So I click new choice resource and I want to choose pick list choice set because I'm going to populate pick list, right, with the values. I'll choose this one. I'll just say roles, yeah. And I know that role description or the list of contact roles, right? Present in opportunity contact role object. So if we go back here and then we just have to show you in the object manager, we have object contact row, and in the fields and relationships, we do have a pick list role. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna access this particular pick list from flow and then bring all the values. So this way, tomorrow, if a new role is added in opportunity contact role in this pick list, automatically the flow, right, will start showing that new pick list value as well. So that's the reason I don't want to hard code. Instead, bring the value from the pick list from the pick list on opportunity contact row. So I choose this object, and the data type is going to be pick list and field. Yeah, here is the that's all that's all it is. So done. So now this will ensure that the rows are coming in from the pick list field on opportunity contact row. So let's say done and then see how it works. Let's say save and let's put it in debug mode. And yeah, let's choose the count, run. Okay, I see three opportunities. I'll just choose two and I'll just go back here. So now I just see the selected opportunities, isn't it? And also from the account, I can just see the list of contacts. Yeah, that's cool. And also I get an opportunity to choose the contact roles, right? So that is also done. Now comes the next part. So now we have two opportunities, selected by the user, isn't it? So I want to create two opportunity contact roles, one to associate with this opportunity, the other one to associate with this opportunity, isn't it? So this is what I want to do, right? So let's see how we can do that. So we just completed this. We just completed, or we are just going to, use this loop element. The reason is I have more than one opportunity to work with. So naturally, I want to get into a loop and then try to process each opportunity, right? So that's what I'm going to do it. I'll close this one and to help me, to build bunch of records to get inserted. As in, we wanted to, use a new record collection that will hold the list of opportunity contact role records to get created. So again, the reason why we wanted to do this way, we don't want to insert records or any perform any DML operations inside the loop. We just wanted to do it outside the loop. So this way we can consume less resources, in Salesforce and also do away with any governor limits error. So that's the reason we just wanted to prepare the data inside the loop. That's the only purpose of this loop, not to do any, insert, delete or update operation. Once the loop is completed, then we can do everything in bulk. So to enable that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new resource. Let's say it's a variable. I'll just say v underscore a temp opportunity contact role. Yeah, it's a new it's a temporary variable of type record. Okay, and I'll just map opportunity contact role schema. That's it. So I'll just keep it here. And I'm going to create one more, record collection this time. Okay. As I said earlier, right, we just wanted to prepare the data to be inserted. So I'll click new resource. I'll choose again a variable. I'll give v underscore opportunity contact role collection to insert. I know the name is little big, but I hope this conveys the meaning. I'll just choose record and I'll also map opportunity contact role schema, and carefully I'll just choose this as a collection. So enabling this checkbox will make this as a container that can hold more than one data, right? Or one record in this case. I'll just say done. So let me just click here and then let's go to the loop and let me just say loop through selected opportunities. Yeah. And of course, the input I need to provide is the list of records that needs to be, looped through, right? So we know that the selected records or selected opportunities are available right here, isn't it? So I can just use the selected opportunities and selected rows. That's it. So this way, only the selected opportunities are going to be used in the loop. Right? So that's it. I just say done. So as we loop through each opportunity, this is what I wanted to do. I just wanted to use, just click new action. So I just wanted to use assignment element. I'll just say prepare opportunity contact row collection or bulk insert. That's the name of my table. So I'll start with this. So we just created, a temporary record variable, right? Opportunity contact. Let's click here. So I want this record to have a contact role or a contact ID that is equal to the contact that is being selected on the screen. So remember we created this lookup at contact. So let's select this one record ID. Okay. So I'll also use this, or I'll just continue that. The variable will have role. So the contact row has to be the value selected by the user again from the screen component. So then again, let's map the opportunity ID. The opportunity ID of the contact row should be equal to the current item that is being looped through. The current item plus map the opportunity ID. That's it. Now a record has been, virtually created, right? Or at least the values are populated in this, particular record variable. Now it is time to add this temporary record into the collection variable. So finally, I'm going to use this one, isn't it? Record collection, right? This opportunity contact road record collection. I just wanted to add this record v underscore temporary control right into this collection, so that every time when the loop runs, right, for each item, so a record gets created, with the contact being selected, with the role being selected, with that opportunity ID, and that goes into this collection. So finally, when I just come out of this loop, right, I can just simply use create records. Yeah, I can just say create opportunity contact role, right? Just say bulk. Done. So this way, this case, right, we're not just going to insert one record, it's going to be multiple records. So I just have to, map the collection, which we already have. So that's it. We're done. So perfect. This is what we just did. Yeah. We managed to loop through, and then we built the record collection that is going to be, sent as an input to the opportunity, to the create data element. So let's save this and then just put it in debug mode and then see it in action. So let's say debug. Let's select GD point, run, and I'm going to choose the first two and just go here, select James as a contact and role, let's say economic buyer. Yeah. So I should be seeing, two contact opportunity contact records created, one for this and one for this. So let's see what happens. So looks like there are no issues, right? I can see the transaction committed success. So things seems to be working fine, right? You can see this, see the debug, debug logs. So let's close this and then just see whether it really works or not. Let's activate this and we'll go back to one of the record pages, account record pages. Let's click on edit page. Then let's look for flow. Just drag and then drop the flow component right here. And let's try to select the flow that we just created. The screen flow assigned contact role for large deals, isn't it? And we expose this as an input variable, so we'll enable this checkbox so that my account record page will pass the entire data of entire field values of this account to the flow. Right, so let's save this and see what happens. Let's go back. Perfect. I can just see all the three, and let me just choose two opportunities: internal CRM implementation and event planner. Let's just click on select deal, and yeah, these are the two opportunities being selected. I'll just say John Bond. Yeah, let him be the contact, and let's say his role is influencer, right? So let's click on next. So there are no errors. I should have added a success message, but anyways, looks like there are no errors. Let's cross check whether there has been contact role added for these two opportunities. So let's go here, look for the opportunity. This is the one that we chose, and this is also the one that we chose. Let's go here. Let's look at the opportunity contact row. So we added John Bond, isn't it? So, or which one we added? Let's try something. Let's try this point. Yeah. So let me choose this, try this. Okay, let's choose two. Let's get this one. Fire whatever. It is done. So let's check this page. Let us go to plan. We do so James Banana, right? So perfect. So this is the person that this is the contact that we added, isn't it? So as you can see, we managed to use a record collection, right, and also a loop statement. Just the key takeaway is we can use loop to prepare the data when you build your flow, and then you can use that and to perform any bulk operation outside of the loop statement. So okay, that's it. So we just implemented a flow with all these components. Thank you.